So I did a new tutorial about Unity ads and the first comment was, what about AdMob? And I'm doing AdMob tutorial and the first comment on this tutorial is gonna be, what about chart boost? I don't care. Okay, moving forward, so this is an empty project and I have everything set up. So I have this load banner ad, load interstitial ad, blah, blah, blah. If you want this starter project so that you don't have to do this on your own, you can find the link will be in the description below along with the complete project. And I have this nice little script that simply has nothing over here. You see just the basic code that comes when you create a new project. And I have attached that on the ad manager. So the first thing that we need to do now in order to implement AdMob is go over here on this page. Link is in the description below. Okay, below. So getting started or get started. This guide is intended for publishers, blah, blah, blah. So what we need to do over here is first download the mobile ads Unity plugin. So click here to download the plugin. I've just clicked this to open it in a new window and you will be taken over here. From here, what you need to do is click on the Google Mobile Ads 4. Whatnot package. This is what you need to click on. So when you click on that, then it will download. And when it downloads, you will go over here and you see you need to import that. So in order to import it, we need to go back over here and I need to right click and from here, import package, you see? So right click here in the assets, import package, custom package. And over here, let me just find this bad boy. It's in my downloads. Here it is. And simply click on that. And there you go. So when you click on the import, after that, you see the window that I just had. You click on the import as well. You will wait for this to import. And here you also have those same instructions. Make sure that all files are selected. And basically they are selected. So you don't have to worry about that. Then you click on this import. And when that is done, as you can see over here, you see everything is done. It has been imported, yada, yada, yada. Now, my Unity probably broke, froze, or whatnot. We're good to go. So what is the next step? You see here, include the mobile ads SDK. Now, before we do that, what I'm going to do is go over here and click on File at the top and build settings over here. And what you need to do is select Android and click on this switch platform and wait a moment or two for this to compile these scripts. But, it's not that long. It's, we don't have a lot of things inside of this project. So just click on that and resolving Gradle and whatnot. For this, you will have to wait a moment or two. This is because we have imported this Google Mobile Ads and Play Services Resolver. So depending on how fast your computer is, as you can see, mine is pretty fast. So my computer is better than yours and nobody has a better computer than what I do. And I don't know what I'm talking about anyways. You get the point. So I'm probably going to cut out the video over here. No? Okay, so continue. So we did it, finally. So what is the next step? Over here, you will see that the Google Mobile Ads Unity plugin is distributed with a blah, 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 blah. What we need to do over here is in the Unity editor, select Assets, Play Services Resolver, Android Resolver, and click on Resolve. So let's go. We need to click on Assets, Play Services Resolver, Android Resolver, and click on Resolve. So again, it's under Assets. And then at the bottom, Play Services Resolver, and then Android, and then Resolve, and just like that, resolution succeeded, and you click on OK. So let's go back over here. What is the next step for us to do? Set your AdMob app ID. In the Unity editor, select Assets, Google Mobile Ads, and then Settings. So let's go back over here, Assets, Google Mobile Ads and Settings. So again, it's under Assets, Google Mobile Ads and Settings. And over here, we need to click on this checkbox to enable Google AdMob. And here we need to add the AdMob app ID, which goes over here. What is that ID? Well, if you go over here, it will tell you, let me see. So from here, you see, you will have to click on this app ID. And when you click on it, it will take you here. But basically, just to cut you some time, what we need to do is go over here. You need to go on apps.admob.com. So this is where you need to go, apps.admob.com. And then you're going to go here on apps and you're going to click on add app. Have you published this app on Google Play? No, we didn't. If you did, you're going to click on yes. This is for Android and the name is, and I'm going to say 1 in front of it so that I can find it quickly. And it's going to be AdMob tutorial. And enable user metrics for this app. Well, you can, but we don't need to. Simply click on add and there you go. So next step is to create the ad unit. We will do it later, but this right here is that app ID. You can copy that, but let me just show you one thing, how you can find it over here. So when you go here on apps and view all apps, here it is. Your app is right here. You see, this is your app. And you're going to click on this where it says copy ID, where I'm hovering over with the mouse. So copy it. And this is what you need to go and paste over here. So this is what you need to paste right there. And if you go over here, you will see the same exact guidelines. So enable AdMob by clicking enable checkbox on the Google Play, blah, blah, blah. And then you see, this is what you need to paste and yada, yada, yada. You get the point. Next, we need to initialize over here mobile ads. So the next step is to initialize, and this is already done. If I go back over here and reload this, okay, we can reload it one more time. And finally, we don't have to reload it anymore. First things first, here at the top, I'm going to type using Unity engine.ui because we're going to use the UI to display to the text what is going on. We're also going to say here using system, and last but not least, because we need to do this over here, or we need to, as you can see, initialize, we need to type using Google Mobile Ads API. So let's go back over here and we need to say using Google Mobile Ads API, and there you go. Also over here, I'm going to say string app ID is equal to, and like this. And in order to initialize it, it's very simple. Now I'm going to ignore this right here. You don't have to do this init status blah blah blah. You're simply going to use mobile ads initialize. So mobile ads dot initialize, passing inside the app ID. You see, passing inside the app ID. How are we going to run ads now? So I'm going to remove this update over here, and I didn't give a little bit space so that we can see what is going on. Let me quickly go back over here. And here we have the ads format that we are going to, well, display. So here we have the banner ad, interstitial ad, and the rewarded video ad. So this is what I am going to show you how we are going to do. So going back over here, we have the banner ads, and this is what we need to do. So you can see we need also an ID for the banner ad, but where are we going to get that ID? Well, basically going over here, click now on the app. So when you go in your Google AdMob account, so you're here, this is your Google AdMob account. What you need to do is go over here under apps and then click on view all apps and find the app that you created. So this is mine, 1-AdMob. Now add ad unit, and now you can add one of these ad units. So I can go over here and add the banner ad, so banner ad like this. And I'm going to create that ad unit. As you can see over here, this is the ID for that banner ad, but don't worry about that. You can also see it over here. Add another ad unit. We're going to add an interstitial. So this one is going to be interstitial like this. Create an ad unit. And again, this is, well, the ad unit for it. Click on done. Add ad unit, rewarded video, and over here it's rewarded video, and simply click on create. And again, this is the ID, but just wait a moment. So here are they. This is how you can create them. But since we're testing this, and it's illegal, by the way, when you test ads, it's illegal to use these to load your ads. What we need to do is go over here. So this is where we need to go. And this is where we are going to use our IDs, which are basically these. So these are the sample IDs for the banner ad. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to go over here and I'm going to say string banner ad ID, and in quotes, I'm going to paste it over here. This is for the interstitial ad like this. And this one is going to be, come on, if this will work, string interstitial underscore ad underscore ID is equal to, in quotes, like this. And last but not least, this is our rewarded video. And over here, string video underscore ad underscore ID is equal to like this. There you go. So we have all the IDs that we need. And we can use this sample code from here that we have. So for the banner ad, so this one is to request the banner ad. So I'm simply going to copy it and we are going to paste this bad boy. But before that, let me just go quickly over here because we need to create 3 more variables. They are going to be private banner view, and this is going to be our banner view that's going to display the banner ad. We're also going to have a private interstitial ad, which I'm going to call interstitial, and a private reward-based video ad that I'm going to call reward-based video. Simple as that. And over here I can paste this, you see, but we don't need all of this over here. So we don't need this, and I can remove this. And here we're not going to use this ad unit. Instead, we're going to use this banner ad ID. There you go. So in order to create, what we need to do, you see, create a 320 by 50 banner, and you can go over here. So I'm not going to go through all of this over here. See, optional custom ad positions, add size banner. This is the position. Here you can also add the size for the banner, how large you want it to be. So 250 by 250, maybe you want it, I don't know, some other whatever. So that is on you. You can experiment with that later on. But as I said, I am not going to do that over here. So basically what we need to do is we need to create over here, this banner view is equal to new banner view. And here it is, this banner view, referring to this over here, is equal to new banner view, passing the interstitial, actually banner ad ID. This is the size of the banner, and this is the position, but I'm not going to use it on top, I'm going to use it at the bottom. So instead of position top, it's going to be position bottom. And after that, we're also going to have over here public void show banner ad. And how are we going to show and display that banner ad? Well, let's go back over here and see that. So in order to show the banner ad, you see here we load it, and after, so you see once the banner view is instantiated, the next step is to load the ad. That's done with the load ad method in the banner view class. It takes a request as an argument. So this is what we need to do basically. Create an empty ad request, blah, 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 blah. And then over here we can copy this and we can safely paste this over here. So add request is equal to new ad request builder, build this banner view, load the ad after we request it. And this one is going to be public as well because we're going to use it inside of our button. Now another thing that I want to show you over here is that we have ad events. To further customize the behavior of your ad, you can hook into a number of events in the ad's life cycle, loading, opening, closing, and so on and so forth. If you don't know what are events and delegates, you will have to take a look at my video about events and delegates. I will put it in the link below, or link will be in the description below. If I, however, forget to put it, please remind me in the comments below. So what we need to do is basically copy all of these functions over here. So copy them because these are the functions that we are going to subscribe to the event. So over here, for events and delegates for ads, I'm simply going to paste this over here. What we're interested is in this bad boy over here. So we have here handle on ad loaded and handle on ad failed to load. So this is what we have. But over here we also have handle on ad opened, ad closed, and handle on ad leaving application. So you can have all of these options basically. If, for example, here when the ad is loaded, if you're showing the interstitial ad, you can check if the loaded ad is interstitial ad over here, and you can display that. But what I'm going to do simply is I am going to just print a message. So over here, let me just take this. Actually, I didn't create my string, so actually public text, and this one is going to be add status. That's why I have this UI, and I'm going to use this add status over here, and when the ad is loaded, I'm going to say add status text.text, and that is going to be equal to add loaded. And when the ad fails to load over here, and I'm going to say add failed to load. There you go, ad failed to load. But before we proceed, let me just select the ad manager over here. So I'm going to select the ad manager. Come on. Thank you. And paste or simply drag and drop the text over here so that we will see that on my phone when I test this later on. So basically, this is how we request a banner ad. So this banner view is equal to new banner view, ID, blah, blah, blah. When we want to show it, we run a request, pass that request to the banner view, and there you go. So what is the next step? Well, the next step is to request an interstitial ad. But before we do that, basically, I'm also going to go back. And for these, we need to subscribe to these events by using all of these calls over here. This is if you want to subscribe to all calls, of course. So going back over here, in our request banner, so after this over here, below that, we can call this banner view on ad loaded plus equals to handle on ad loaded. It will subscribe to this and so on and so forth. But again, if you don't know about events and delegates, please watch my video. So basically, we will subscribe to this event in the banner view, and when something happens with the banner view, we will be informed over here. So next is to call or create an interstitial ad. So let's go over here, interstitial ads. Basically, it's the same process. Simply, I'm going to copy this over here, and I'm going to go back, and over here I'm going to paste it, but I'm going to remove all of this from here. And this interstitial, how did I name it? Interstitial? How did I name it over here? Interstitial. So it's interstitial. And we need the interstitial ID over here. So here is our new interstitial ad, as you can see. But also what we need to do when it comes to our interstitial ad is that, let me just quickly go back over here. You see, this is how we load it. So this interstitial, yada, yada, yada. And also for the interstitial ad, this is how we request it in order to display it. So before that, let me just go back over here. This is the calls that I want to also copy and paste and handle over here. So after we create the interstitial ad, as you can see over here, then we are going to subscribe to all these events. And over here, we can do this. We can say add request, and I'm going to call it request. It's going to be equal to new add request dot builder dot build, like this. And then we're going to say this dot interstitial dot load ad, and passing over here the request. Basically the same exact thing what we did with our banner ad. So except over here for the banner ad, this is where we created the request and then display it. But over here we created it, then we request for the interstitial ad, and now over here this is where we're going to display it and also make this public as well. So this one is going to be public. And over here is public void show interstitial ad, like this. And in order to show or display the interstitial ad, let's go back over here and take a look at it. This is what we need to do. If the interstitial ad is loaded, interstitial show. Simply paste this over here. And you can put this, for example, over here inside of this handle on ad loaded. So you can put this code over here to load the interstitial ad every time you, well, load it. That's all there is to it, or when it's created, basically. So this is for the interstitial ad. And last but not least, we also have our video reward ad. So if I go back over here, this is what we need to do. So we need to, well, as you can see, get an instance. So first things first, get the reference to the singleton instance. The first step towards displaying a rewarded video ad is to get a reference to the singleton, reward based blah, blah, blah. So we need to do this over here. And let me just go back over here, and below our request interstitial, I'm going to create public void request reward based video, like this. If I can type correctly. So there you go now. So the first step that we're going to do is we're going to say reward based video is equal to, and we're going to get that instance. So we're going to say reward based video ad dot instance, you see? So now we have, or we got a reference to the instance of the reward based video. Next, load an ad. How can we load it? Well, there you go. We get an instance, and over here, this is how we load it. Request, and then we pass the ad unit. So copy this over here. Basically, I'm just copying code. I don't have to like retype it. There you go. But over here, this ad unit, we are going to use the video ad. So video ad ID. Let me just go back over here, paste it. There you go. And this is how we request a video ad. How do we display a video ad? So over here, I'm going to say public void show video reward ad. And how can we, well, show the ad? Well, simple. Always test with test ad, blah, blah, blah. This is where we add the events. And let me just find it over here. Where is it? Here it is. So in order to show it, we need to say if rewarded or reward-based video ad is loaded, show. There you go. So simply copy and paste this over here. It's very simple. It's not complicated at all. And basically, I'm now ready to display this ad to you. But we are going to display it via my mobile phone. So again, you can go through this code. You have the guidelines. I will give you all the guidelines and all the links will be in the description below. You can read this. I just read it and you see how we implemented this. So we just copy and paste these things. It's very easy. It's very easy. But before you implement or actually export this to your phone, what you need to do is go over here in the project settings, yes, first, and you need to create this key store manager. So over here, key store, create new, anywhere. So I'm going to create it over here in my project, save, and over here you need to give it the password, okay? So make sure you confirm the password, give here alias, so my alias, and the password is, again, you need 6 characters. Again, 6 characters over here, type whatever you want over here, your name and last name, password, and add the key. So now you have that key, yes, click over here, yes, so now you will be able to export it. Before you also do that, here in the preferences, what you need to do, you need to locate JDK. So you need to locate Java JDK. If you don't have JDK, just type download Java JDK. If you cannot find that link, comment below the video and I will put that link in the description. And also over here, you need to locate Android SDK. So you need to also download Android SDK from online. On Google, google.com is your best friend. Download Java JDK, download Android SDK, and then locate them over here. After that, you're done. So then you can go here under File, Build Settings, and over here you can click on Build, save wherever you want to save this bad boy. I'm going to save it over here, and I'm simply going to say AdMob Unity, okay? So click on Save right now. When you do that, you see now it's going to build it. You're going to port it to your phone via the cable, USB cable that is, and then you will be able to install it on your phone and display it on your phone, which I'm going to do right now for you. So I'm going to cut out the video now and go back or come back in a second and display these ads to you. And by the way, it's a very good idea if you want your buttons to execute something, you need to attach the ad manager script on all of these buttons over here. So load banner, you see the ones that I have selected. And for the load banner ad, you're going to select the function request banner ad from here. So request banner. For the load interstitial, let me just zoom out, take the main camera, sample scene, whatever, so go over here. Load interstitial, over here you have the request interstitial, you see, the ones that we have created over here. So these functions that we have created over here, and let's go back. For the load video ad, it's the request reward-based video. Then for showing, show banner ad, show interstitial, and show video reward ad. And now I am going to display to you how does that look like on the real phone. So you're going to see that on the screen right now. So this is the app, as you can see over here. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to click here to load the banner ad. So I clicked on the button and now I'm going to click on show the banner ad, and you will see over here ad loaded has changed for the status. Nice job. This is a 468 by 60 test ad. So this is how the banner ad looks like, and you can position it at the top, at the bottom, wherever you want to position it. I'm going to click now over here to show or load interstitial ad, and now I am going to click here show interstitial ad, and bam, this is an interstitial ad. And now last but not least, I'm going to click on load video ad, and now I'm going to click on show the video ad.
Video test ad. Here comes the reward callback.
And there you go. The nice people from Google told us that the reward callback has come to us or whatever. So basically this is it. This is the AdMob Unity tutorial. Thank you for watching. If you want to learn more about game development, I have some links down below this video and check them out. Until then guys, I will see you in the next video. What else can I say? Peace out.